Welcome back. Before we get started, I want to take a moment and show you this page. This is your homework from lesson number 4. And I noticed that I forgot to change the kana and the kanji from lesson number 3. So I fixed it, and I want you to take a look at it now, take a new screenshot, and save it over top of the old file. This one is correct. The other one was not. And now we can move on to the actual lesson. So today we're going to talk about how you can say that you like or dislike something. First, we have some new adjectives. This first one here is suki, which is usually pronounced ski. The U is dropped. If you watch anime, this is usually translated as love, but it does not mean love. It means like. And then daisuki means to like a lot. But if you're going to confess your feelings to someone, these are the words that they use in Japanese because they don't use the word love very often. There is another word for that. We'll talk about it later, but it's a very, very intense emotion and it's not used very often. And even this, when talking to like your girlfriend or your boyfriend, it's still not used very often. So for them, when a girl says, I like you, in Japanese, that is just as intense of a feeling for them as saying, I love you in English. We kind of throw that word out everywhere, but Japan does not. So be careful using this word if you're talking to a person that you like, and try not to use it too frequently. The same is true for the next word, which is kirai, and it means dislike. It does not mean hate, and it does not mean not like. It means dislike. And the word dislike and not like, those are different. Even in English, those are two different things. They're very similar, but there's a slight nuance to them that makes them different. Then daikirai is just like daisuki. It means dislike a lot. Dai means big, so it's a big dislike. Dislike a lot. Then here at the bottom we have oishii, which means delicious. And then the opposite of that, mazui, means disgusting. We also have some new vocabulary words that we're going to use to practice today. First one we have is kaimono, which means shopping. Then we have this word, which is completely in hiragana. What do you think it is? Can you read it? Take a minute. Shigoto. This is shigoto and it means work. Then down here we have shukudai. Shukudai, that means homework. Then this one here, ryoko, which means to travel. That R to the Y sound is very, very hard to do for me. I have trouble with that. Ryoko, ryoko. All right, now let's talk about how to say that you like or dislike something. This is our sentence formula here. You use your noun or even a verb. You can put a verb here. And then ga followed by suki desu or kirai desu. Note that both of these sentences do have topics, but they are hidden because they are not necessary in the sentence. The context is pretty obvious, but if you wanted to say the entire sentence, it would be watashi wa ringo ga suki desu, right? I am the topic. I like apples. The thing that I like is apples, right? But it's not necessary. We don't have to put the word I in there. All right, we're going to cut straight to the chase here. Take a moment and read the sentence. What do you think it says? Kaimono ga suki desu ka? What does it mean? Remember that the topic is hidden. If I wanted to say the whole sentence, I would say kare wa kaimono ga suki desu ka? Does he like shopping? What do you think? Does he like shopping? How can I say no? He dislikes shopping. What do you think? いいえ、買い物が嫌いです。 No, he dislikes shopping. How about this one? Try to read the question. 旅行が好きですか? Does she like to travel? Actually, there are two people here, aren't there? Yes, there are two people. So, do they like to travel? はい。旅行が好きです. They like traveling. They're on a camel. They look very happy, excited. Oh no. Student's having a hard time with his homework. So what do you think? What's the question? 宿題が嫌いですか? Oh, this one's a little different. What do you think? 宿題が嫌いですか? Does he dislike homework? I would say so, yes. はい。宿題が嫌いです. He dislikes homework. How about this one? This question's a little bit different. This one says, 何が好きですか? What does nani mean? Do you remember? What? What does it like? What does the dog like? 買い物が好きです. The dog likes shopping. 犬は買い物が好きです. How about this one? 何が好きですか? What do the cats like? They're in an office. They all have little computers. They have some headsets. 仕事が好きです. They like to work. I don't like to work. Does anyone really like to work? Who likes to work? Not me. 仕事が嫌いです. I dislike it. How about you? Now, let's try applying everything that you've learned so far. We've got 3 pictures here. A dog car, a cat car, and a turtle car. You could also say a black and brown car, a pink car, and a green car. What if I ask you, どれが好きですか? What does that mean? What is どれ? How is it different from 何? どれが好きですか? What do you think? The question is, which one do you like? Which do you like? Which car do you like? What if I want to say the green one? I like the green one. How can I say that? How do I say one? Do you remember? There's a particle we can use to make one. The green one. The big one. How can we say that? 緑のが好きです. 緑の, the green one. I like it. I like the green one. All right, we're almost done. Let's take a look at our new hiragana. We are in the ends today. Most of them are fairly easy. First, let's go in order. We have na, ni, nu, ne, and no. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. The first one is easy to picture, but a little hard to remember the sound. It's a bit of a stretch, but it looks like a nun who is praying to a cross. But it's not na, it's na. Na, na, ni, nu, ne, no, na, na. So it's almost the same, but not quite. But it is a useful pictogram. It will help you remember how to write it. But the sound is not exactly the same. It's a little bit different. But once you have practice doing the ah sound for all of them, because it's the same for all of them, right? Ah, ka, sa, na, ma. They're all the same. So once you get used to that, it's a little bit easier. So this one here is na, and it's a nun. Then this one's super easy to remember. They look like knees, and they are pronounced ni. I think that this one's also pretty easy to remember. It looks like a pair of chopsticks that are picking up some noodles. And then this one is a fisherman who has a net. He has caught a fish in his little net. And this one's also pretty easy to remember. It looks like a no sign, right? No smoking, no. And as always, let's practice writing them really quick. For not, we have the lines across. Then this one is slightly tilted. It is not straight up and down. Then we have her little hat here and a little squiggle for her body. Let's do it one more time. Go across for your cross. Give her a little hat. And don't forget her body. There we go. Knee is pretty easy. Bring it down, flick it up, and then make ko. It looks just like ko. One more time for good measure. Bring it down, flick it up, and then make ko. New is kind of fun. You have your first chopstick. Then your second chopstick is actually attached to your noodle. So it's going to go all the way around. Don't forget your loop-de-loop. One more time. Draw your chopstick. And then draw all the way around. Don't forget your loop-de-loop. Noop. This one takes a little bit of practice. Draw a straight line down for the body of your fisherman. And then we have a Z shape. It's go shoop. And then you have your fisherman's line and your net. That's important to remember because there's another character we'll learn soon that looks kind of similar. So it's important to know that they're different. One more time, draw a straight line, make a Z shape, and then make your net. Just like that. This one is ne. No, it's pretty easy. It's just one stroke, but I will say it's really hard to write it with a mouse. It's much easier with a pencil and paper. These are not easy to write with a computer mouse. But I'm doing my best, okay? That's no. And no practice this time, just homework. This was a short and sweet lesson. We'll practice with it more next time as we learn to make negative sentences. So, it's time to say bye-bye. See you next time.